One of the reasons that could be holding you back in trading is that you don't know the type of trader you are. Some of us are day traders, some are swing traders. And when you buy a trading course, that course you are buying may be designed for swing traders, while you yourself, you are a day trader. And when you are done learning this particular course, you find yourself creating opportunities that are not there. Some people will say that this particular thing is a bad habit, but it's not a bad habit. It's actually your mind signaling to you that this is what I want, this is the type of system that I need. But the strategy you are using doesn't conform to that ideal. When I started out trading, the first strategy I learned was advanced pattern. If you know harmonics and all these things, and Elliott wave. So I feel that for me to get a setup with these strategies, sometimes they do take days, and I hated waiting. I wanted quick profit. I want to see the results now. I wanted to see everything happening ASAP. I'm more of a scalper, a bit of a scalper, because most times people that scalp, they go down to the 1 minute time and they are not even trading, they are just gambling there. So I was struggling with that strategy until I figured that this strategy doesn't align with who I am. I am more of a day trader. I want to see at least 2 to 3 setups per day for me to feel satisfied. And I started working on that, and I discovered basic chart patterns. I only trade basic chart patterns, and it has been doing wonders for me. So I want you to take your time and discover what type of trader you are. Are you a swing trader or a day trader? Now, if you're a swing trader, you are going to find out that while trading every day, you will be feeling exhausted or overwhelmed with more than 2 setups. That's how you know that you are more of a swing trader. And another thing that will tell you that you are more of a swing trader is if you find yourself feeling uneasy when you enter a trade, watching it go up and down, because day trading, the chart patterns, the price action moves faster. And if you find it that you are uneasy with this kind of market movement, maybe you are more of a swing trader. Maybe you are more of the type that take trades on the 4 hour daily, and the candle take forever. You have to adjust and look for a strategy that aligns with that. So for my fellow day traders, and with day trading, there is a lot of pros and cons that comes with it. Now let's start with the cons that come with being a day trader. Someone that takes at least 2 to 3 setups per day, and they end all their trading action within that day or the next. The cons is that if you don't have other ways to refresh your mind, you are going to carry over the activities of yesterday into the next day, and this will destroy your trading. Let's say you've been losing for the past 2 3 days. You are going to carry that over into the next day if you don't have a way to do a mental reset, and it will impact your trading. You start getting defensive with your market, with your trading. Okay, once the price action starts coming close to your entry after going a bit in profit, you start adjusting your stop loss, all these things to cheat or trick the market. And before you know it, you will destroy your edge. You will destroy your edge. Now let's go to the pros of being a day trader. Okay, here you have, if you understand probability, you know that you need large numbers for it to play out. Now let's say you need 100 setups for you to make 20%, and you are able to do at least, let's say, 25 setups a week. 25 in 2 weeks is what? 50. 50, okay, let's say 20, sorry, 25 in 4 weeks is 100. So you see, you will be making a certain amount every month. But if you're a swing trader, you will need at least to make that 100 setups. It's going to take you a longer time. And there's this thing people throw around. They think that once you start swing trading, that you are going to make more money. That's a big lie. That's a big lie. You are not an exception to the law of probability and losses in this game. I don't care what people are telling you online. They tell you that once you start trading on the daily time frame, oh, it's going to lessen your losses. That's a big lie. That's a big lie. You are not an exception. You are going to face the same probabilistic nature the people on day trading side are facing. Okay, let's say that a day trader has a losing week. They lose every day of the week from Monday to Friday. Let's say they took let's say 5 setups per day. That's 5 times 5 is 25 setups. And you as a swing trader, you take one trade a week. So let's say you go on a losing streak of a let's say you go on a 15 losing streak and you take one setup a week. So just do the calculation. 15 weeks of losses. So that's another downside of this swing trading. And I personally, I don't like swing trading. I don't like it. I don't like sleeping and having my positions open or carrying positions over to the next week. I don't like it. I like having to take my trades today and close everything today and go about my day.